You think you're too old to become a project manager in IT, that belief is probably holding you back for the wrong reason. Because the role isn't actually about being the youngest person in the room, knowing the most tools, or keeping up with every new technology as fast as possible. What actually matters is how you handle situations when things are unclear, when requirements are incomplete, when timelines are slipping, when people don't agree, and someone still has to decide what happens next. That's the part of the job most people don't see when they look at IT from the outside. So if you've ever looked at IT job descriptions, heard unfamiliar terminology and thought, man, I'm behind, this video is going to show you why that doesn't matter and explain what the role actually demands in practice and why age is often misunderstood in this career. When people ask whether they're too old to become a project manager in IT, they're usually reacting to an image in their head. They picture IT as a space dominated by younger people who seem fluent in tools, system, and terminology that they've never worked with themselves before. And if that's the picture that you're comparing yourself to, it makes sense that you feel behind. But that picture has very little to do with how IT projects actually succeed in the real world. In real IT environments, the problem that slows projects down are rarely technical. Most of the time, things fall apart because decisions are delayed, expectations are not aligned, or people don't have a shared understanding of what's happening and why. Those are not problems that get solved by knowing more technical acronyms. They get solved by judgment, by communication, and the ability to stay steady when things are unclear. This is where age often gets misunderstood. People assume that because IT involves technology, the most valuable people must be the ones who are fastest with the tools or most current on every platform. In reality, the people who are relied on when projects start drifting are usually the ones who have seen enough situations to recognize what actually matters. They know which issues will resolve themselves and which ones won't. They know when waiting for more information helps and when it just creates delay. They know how to communicate a problem early without making everyone panic. Those abilities don't come from being younger. They actually come from experience, from dealing with ambiguity and pressure in real work. And that experience doesn't disappear just because the environment happens to be technical. So if you've managed people, owned outcomes, handled conflict, or made decisions with incomplete information in any professional settings, you already have a base that many entry-level project managers don't. The mistake people make is assuming that experience only counts if it was earned inside IT.